NBA 2K18 tutorial number 69. Today we're going to talk about rebounding and our new defensive system. So for the next 3 tutorials, we will cover our new system that I will be showing you guys and we'll be using from now on. Today we'll begin by first fixing defensive rebound issues, as you can see in these clips. I'm sure we have all been burned by offensive boards this year in the game, online, offline, or against your friends. So I will be fixing that for you today. I will show you how to avoid giving up easy boards on the defensive end so you won't give up offensive boards to the other team. I will also explain why rebound mistakes happen and how to best avoid them so you won't be, frustrated by creating misses but not grabbing the boards. So the reason we give up offensive rebounds in 2K18 is actually because of very bad 2K contest mechanics. I will show you the culprit of our frustrations and we will snuff this out permanently. So you can take a look at it here. If the user don't contest, the AI defender will. Now initially this seems decent. So my Terry contests late and Jojo White just comes across and helps me out and tries to contest play shot. This seems okay, and because I was able to grab the defensive rebound also, excellent box out, nothing seems to be wrong. So I have the PoE crash defensive glass here. But anyways, so same thing here again. I am controlling Penny hardware. LeBron is about to take a jumper. My Penny is right in front of him, but I don't contest. So Luo Dang, the AI defender who is nearest to LeBron, helps me out by contesting. And once again, we grab the board. And you must be like, Sam, this is not bad. This is great. Like, computer is helping when I miss the contest. The issue is, when you miss the contest, they bring the guy no matter what. So this time they're coming again to help, but they're giving up defensive rebound position. Look at Larry Bird. Larry Bird is in there wide open. Even though I switched to Russell, I could only box out one guy. Because of that terrible AI contest that was unnecessary, Larry Bird grabs the offensive board, and now I'm screwed. I am giving up open jumpers that are like on the 3-point line wide open. They miss it, I get lucky, I grab the board, but that's bad. Take a look at it here again. This is against the all-time Warriors. Rick Barry is about to run a pick and roll with Wilt Chamberlain. Damn. Anyways, I get over the screen, my Bob Love, and I'm there. I'm not contesting, but I'm there. Like Bill Russell, AI Bill Russell, as you can see, do not need to contest this. And he will, because I don't actually contest. So he contests the stupid shot, leaving Wilt Chamberlain crashing to the glass wide open. My Bob Love wasn't contesting, but he was there. I was bothering Rick Barry. I don't need Russell to do that and give up boards. That's why this is bad, and that's why sometimes you give up boards, because AI will contest when you don't. So solution number 1, obviously, is to use a contest everything. You can see my Artest contest Julius Irving here, like I'm in. You can see I'm contesting, and because I'm contesting, the computer recognizes that. AI, my defense, recognizes that, and you can see nobody jumps. You can see it here again. They get it to their Bill Russell, my Luo Dang's right there, they get it to Pippen. My Artest once again is in perfect position to contest, and I am Artest myself, so I'm user contesting. And as you can see, if I'm user contesting and the AI registers it, nobody jumps, and they remain boxing out. They hold their defensive rebounding position, and I grab the board, no ugliness happens. So the nicer the user contest, the better. So here is a best user contest you can get out of isolation. This is an ISO user contest. And there's no AI defenders jumping in. You can see Bob Love come in to help, but he doesn't jump because I was contesting fully with Russell. So that's the concept you must understand. As long as you can use a contest a shot, the AI will box out and they will crash the defensive glass like you said it in the PoE, and they won't give up offensive boards. So look at this. That's a user contest. No one's gonna jump. You see AI Russell box out there. Everybody on the AI is boxing out perfectly because they register my contest. It's in time, so they start boxing out in time on the see, that's another on-time contest. AI boxes. I grabbed the board myself, but you can see the excellent box up by the AI. But obviously, sometimes the good contest is not enough. So you can see me here, I'm Artest, and I contest. But this is a late contest, so you can see Bob Love in the paint, guarding Jabbar, does not recognize the box out on time because my contest is late. So if my contest is not on time, they're gonna fall asleep. And Bob Love right there falls asleep. I switch in mid-air. This is a pretty fast switch because it's in slow-mo, but I still miss the position. Jabbar grabs the board, but I get lucky, so it was okay. So solution number 2, if you want to, if your contest speed is slow, is to let the AI contest and box out yourself. So you see, I'm switched to Russell already. I'm letting computer AI, just Jojo White get in the way. I'm just gonna go for the rebound myself, box out. and I grab the board. So this seems pretty good. But the problem with letting the AI contest is tough because there's no boosted ratings. If you use a contest, you get a boosted rating. You see Ron Artest, computer Ron Artest here is in perfect contest position. That's perfect. And I box out myself as Bill Russell. So the trade-off is, I don't contest and I let the AI do it, but I have awesome user box out position, as you can see here. But the shot goes in because I don't get the boost, because AI contest equals no contest boost. And habits are important, obviously, because these are split-second things, as you can see here. If you are slow to reacting with the right stick, like I am here with Hayward, I forgot to restick. Like I switched to contest and to help, but I forget to contest the right stick, and the shot's gonna go in. So that's tough. So solution number 3, the best solution, is to do everything on yourself. So you see, I close out with Terry, contest the shot, rotate, stump that out, they go to Durant. I use the contesters perfectly, register as on time. The shot's in the air, I'm going to tap X, because if I tap X or icon switch it, I get to become the person closest to the ball. I switch to Russell, box out, grab the damn board myself. You can see it here again. They run this double screen. I do a catch hash, use a catch hash by Russell, close out myself with Jojo White, close back out with Russell, force him into this isolation situation, use a contest, and I don't switch out, go grab the rebound. That's doing everything, and that will also solve your problems. The main concept you must understand is your contest needs to be on time. You see the Dan contest is on time on Pippin, so computer will box out decent. You see computer Russell box out, so I was able to get into position myself. Tess is also in good box out position because he didn't contest, because I contested with Dan on time. So this is pretty decent, and I was able to get the board myself. That's perfect. At the same time, even doing it all might not be enough sometimes, but that's just basketball. So I use a contest here with Hardaway. I use a box out with Curry, but computer Russell gets beat by Jabbar. I just got lucky and I grabbed the board. So Jabbar could have grabbed it, but I got lucky. So what I'm trying to say is you can't control everything. Bad luck happens on defense, but you can always tilt the odds to your favor by understanding you must contest on time for good defensive rebounding position to trigger. So sometimes here, decent contest, I've boxed out perfectly too. I switched to Russell myself, and Jabbar just beats me. Like he straight up beats me to the board, so that's okay. That's just, he's taller and he's better in that moment. Yeah, I give him an open 3. I get another board, so that's kind of frustrating, but that's out of the first mistake, so that happens. And sometimes I mess up myself. Like I say, I forgot to right stick contest here, so the shot goes in because I didn't contest. So I should have done it faster. And the higher the AI contest tendency, you see here Russell, I'm late again on the contest, the worse this gets. So you can't be late to contest because AI is going to try to help you out, especially if they're a guy that wants to block. So that's on you. You gotta contest on time to get good defensive rebound position. That's the concept we must all understand. And obviously, try to help good defenders, because elite AI are tests. You can see elite computer tests. If it just makes the correct off-ball read, bumps off the alley-oop, gets me a turnover. Good on him. Always great to have defenders. You can see him here again. Artest again, just doing his fan grab on the ball. That's all AI right there. So sometimes, if you have good defenders, they bail you out. Same thing again, they try to check it in the post, and Artest steals it. So bad luck sometimes, yes, but computer will bail you out if you have good defenders on your team. You will never hold anyone to 0 points, so just be consistent. You can see I made mistakes in this game, but I held them to 26%. So like I win, but habits are important. So the brand new defensive settings will be coming on Sunday. I did use the old ones in here. So this is going to be a defensive setting discussion for the next few minutes. What I'm trying to teach you today is that you give up offensive boards because you don't use a contest on time. And when you don't use a contest on time, computer will contest for you, which means they will give up positioning on defensive rebounding. And at the same time, they will also give up positioning on like rotations and everything. So you must use a contest on time if you don't want to give up steal bit offensive boards. It's been happening because you are late to the contest. Even if you're halfway on time, you are not enough. You need to be right on top of these things. You need to be like a lot of the good possessions you see that played out for me. I contest on time, or I even like over contested, like I was there before he shot it. So I was in great position, which allows the AI to register that I am in good position, so that they won't try to help me out. And when they don't try to help me out, they go box out. And when they go box out, I grab the board. These are very, very important concepts to understand. It took me a lot to lab this out because I found myself giving up a lot of offensive boards this year too. Like, I was still winning the games, but like it was frustrating me. So I decided to look at film, and I also discovered a lot of the old settings that I do use here tend to give up things like that. So with the new settings coming up, it will further, decrease this problem that we have. But I want to talk about this first before I went into the settings, because we all need to understand how important a user on-time contest is, because it triggers correct AI defensive rebounding positioning. That's not something that everybody knows, and it's a millisecond thing. But it's there and it's real. That's why you see mistakes happen when you don't contest on time, you give up boards. So you understand that concept, now you understand that. So you need to know when you're playing defense, you're playing to contest. You must play to contest. Don't play for turnovers, don't play for double teams, don't play for rebounds. Play for contest positioning. If you can contest good, your computer will box out, they will play well. And if you're contesting good, the guy's gonna miss what he has the highest chance of missing anyways. That's the goal. Remember that. And if you got any questions about the settings, let me know. I'll probably also release the tutorial on how to score 81 points with Kobe. If you saw my tweet, you saw how many points I scored, so that's pretty exciting. Anyways, as always, thanks for coming by. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I will see all of you next time.